Hello, all my chicken enthusiasts. This is Rick with Yowza21, and today we are back in Solarpunk. As you see here, I think we are collecting up the last of our birds on these islands we already have unlocked. So, let's see. And transport. Uh-oh. Let's go with it. Alright, you won't believe how long it took me to find that guy out of 3 islands that we have, but still. Alright. We have been working a little bit off camera. It's been a couple days since we played, so I just wanted to make sure we had everything kind of going in the right direction here. We do have a few chicken things going, so we're going to finish up our shelters for them today. And we're currently in the process of making bread. From the bread, we could trade that in for some blueprints as well. So we just need the eggs and the bread so far. There could be another thing that we're possibly missing out on, but I'm not too sure. As I said, I just remember the chicken, or the bread, and the eggs. We can make some oil. We could almost have a cake here. Alright, why don't we check out this little island here. And we'll see what it is that we need for... Ooh, that was a close one. Okay. Okay, so remember we still need cobalt for that over here. Let's see, we need 10 10 bread, 6 eggs. So we have that. So next we're gonna need let's see, carrot, sunflower, and cobalt. Which I think essentially we should get here relatively soon. We do have a few more islands to explore while we're off doing this. At least while we're playing the game. As I said earlier in a previous video, this has been a game that's been on my radar. Is there any current games on anyone's radar that they're excited for in the near future? I think I have a couple saved as far as Steam goes, but off the top of my head, they've probably been in there for the better part of a year, I want to say. Okay, let's see, where were we? Let's go ahead and collect this stuff up here. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I'll just throw this over here because, well, you know, it's easy. But we do need a couple eggs left. And I do need to build this guy out, his home. Alright, so we have 9 right now. 9 eggs. We need 10. I think if we build out one more chicken house, we should be okay. Let's see. Chicken coop. There we go. We did save up quite a bit of material just in preparation for the house. Alright, and... oh, okay, here we go. Glitter. Alright, we're just waiting on this wheat right here, so we should be able to take a nap. Because I want to just be able to get everything in one fell swoop here. Alright, let's see. Oh, took the long way around there. Alright, so we did sleep through the night. Cotton's okay for now. Let's see, we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll make a couple of these briquettes while we're here. Honey is relatively easy to get. And we're currently just working on gathering materials so we can consistently make a little more iron ore for us. so we can just continue to make things as we need. All right, any eggs? And that should be our 10th egg. Very nice. We are running low on food, but that's okay. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and make these little briquettes. We need cloth. There we go. And I want to say we need one more dough, which is going to require at least the, at least the 3 wheat. And with the rest of the wheat, we can go ahead and just make food for these guys. We'll top off the little guys there. Look at them. We got glowy cuddles and glitter. Definitely not my choice of names for chickens. However. Alright, so our main focus right now is we are living off of berries. Pretty much. So I'm not too worried about getting too much going on here. We can just water everything. We do need to get some more solar panels as well. And more drills, especially with the cobalt coming up. There we go. Oh, hey look, wheat's done. Alright. There we go. Let's build that one more, let's make that one last bread. And then the rest we could do just some chicken feed. Alright, that's too easy. Let's just throw this up here. Here we go. Okay, we're making that bread. Bread's making. Things are good. We have 1 wheat left. I think I'll go feed these chickens real quick. Go. Plenty of food and water. Yeah, that glitter took me for. I went to each island at least twice, and I know I cut it out most of the time, but it did take quite a while. Eat our berries here. A little swig of water while we're here, and this looks like it is done. Now I should have my 10 eggs and 10 bread. So let's go ahead and go trade this in and see what we get. Well, we recently just had 4th of July, so I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Kept all your fingers and your toes. Yeah, rained here pretty good. Torrents of rain and gale force winds for some reason. I have no idea what happened, but it came out of nowhere. Ouch. Alright, here we go. Finally, the moment of truth. We've been waiting for this. So we get a blueprint. Okay, and then the 6 eggs is going to get us the upgrade. So with the blueprint, I think what we want to do is we could do daytime rain sensor logistics. We could do logistics. We could do... I mean, I'm okay with the dock we have currently. It's just one less thing to power, so I guess we'll go ahead and do logistics. Not that we really need it at this point, but I don't know if we're going to fully engage in all the logistical components, just because we can actually do everything pretty easily. Alright, I think at this point we're going to head back to the dock. We will upgrade our ship. And we will go find us some sunflowers, carrots, and cobalt. That way everything is just moving along nice and slowly. Or smoothly, I should say. Yeah, I haven't quite mastered that. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, it's right over here. There we go. Upgrade. So we have a level 3 ship. It looks like this is the last of the... Oh, we got one more, it looks like. What? Look at that thing. Alright, it looks like we have 2 islands left to go. I think we should be able to build a couple pickaxes while we're here. We just need the iron. And I think we have plenty of that right here. A couple pickaxes, couple axes, just to kind of get things going. I want to say we might have something up in here as well, so we could just... Alright, we have a simple pickaxe, so we'll just go with that as well. There we go. Just move things over real quick. Just making room for a little bit of everything. Another briquette in here. Perfect. We've got plenty of stuff. We do love our stuff. Alright, I'm going to go put this stuff away while I'm thinking about it. We should be able to make, I think what we need to do is make some more glass while we're here. Just because we're going to want solar panels eventually. Now, one of these didn't have too much to go. And there we go. Alright, let's get that. And now we are going to go check out our new islands. Alright, as we said earlier, we're going to need the sunflowers, carrots, and a little bit of cobalt. So I think what we're going to do is head to this island way off in that distance here. And that's going to be our island, and then we'll go to this one. So 2 relatively small islands, which is not a bad thing. Unfortunately, they are a bit further out, and even though we do have an upgraded ship, it still goes about, I want to say, the same speed. Right, let's see, what do we have? Let's start off at the top, shall we? I pretty much bring the axes at this point just to cut down any trees that might get in our way. Okay, and I quit kind of landing by the side, just because it seems a little bit easier that way. Just touch down, and if I need to replace anything, I just repair it as we go. Alright, let's just make a little room here so we can actually see things. Ah, here are those sunflowers we were looking for. Tree, go away. There it is. And I did see a few things going on. As far as... here it is, some cotton and wheat. Okay, gotta be careful with these thunderstorms. They'll kill you real quick. I learned that the hard way last time. And we should have plenty of room for this. Raspberry muffins. We got an animal transportation as well. Oh, see, there it goes. Look at it. Which... it does suck. As far as, quartz. These storms go because, well... they do take out our crops relatively easily. Alright, that looks like everything up here, so I'm gonna hop on. And we'll just take it down to the lower levels. Which I'm relatively sure we can just hop on down here. We'll go up here, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's find some of this grassland over here. Looks like we have some carrots over there, possibly. Okay, yeah, we kind of went a little crazy on that one. Okay, I think our space is there we go. And I think we're okay without the clay as well. So we got the carrots. Let's continue to have a quick little look around while we're here. See if there's anything we could find. Some more quartz, maybe? What can we get rid of? Anything in particular? Ooh. Oh, okay. No, we have plenty there. Some more watermelons. Now we can come back for these if we want to. So let's just stick with the items that we're gonna need for now. Alright. Little berry seeds here as well. I mean, we're gonna have to come back. We could just get rid of these trees in our inventory. Things that we happened to cut out earlier. There we go. Just plant those. Store that there. Okay. We love having me some berries. Alright, we have enough room for some watermelon, I say. And we can get rid of these sticks as well. Okay, let's go to get that watermelon. Just because we don't want to have to do things. Woo. Alright, let's continue to look around. A few more things. That is a nice thing about it being a bit darker out, is we can actually see some of this material here. Now, I'm not sure what the cobalt is going to look like. I had to assume I would think something bluish. Right, I think we've been up here, right? I don't like walking around in this thunderstorm. Right. Unfortunately, our ship has, let's see, it's a little worse for wear here. I think what we'll do is we'll head back to the house here. We'll plant what we have. Just mainly because we don't have a lot of room. But I'll see y'all when we get there. And we're back. And I don't think there was a lot we needed when it came to. I do want to grab a couple of these. Just because we do end up needing this repair kit again. Alright, perfect. Put these seeds up. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Alright, let's see. Repair kit. Got that going for us. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of while we're here. And I think we should be able to slowly work on... Oh, no. See what I mean? Storms just did a number on our crops. Which is, in turn, chicken food and all that good stuff. Alright, let's just pick up everything. Let's clear it all out. Alright, I think I want to do is put a couple more solar panels in. So let's go do that, just so, and maybe a battery. So a battery we're going to need iron, silicone, and copper. It should help us out if we do have an excess of things. Alright. Yeah, I think we should be able to put a couple of these down here as well. And I think I'm going to do a couple more. There we go. Alright. Solar panels. That should work out. So let's do a battery. We got the battery. Now we do need sprinklers as well. So we're going to get 2 of those. And I think... we should be able to get this stuff put away real quick. Glass is easy enough to get. There we go. Just throw that iron here. And we'll pick up the glass. And I think we're still a little short on room, but it's okay. We'll just put a few things away, just like so. I do think we're going to need some more iron ore, though. Which is good and bad at the same time because, well, you know, iron ore. However, we could go check our little reserve down here. And see what we have. Perfect. Now, if I get a battery out here as well, we could essentially just go day and night, I want to say. Alright, I have 2 plots already mapped out. So let's go ahead and get this all together. And I will need a few more batteries. Not like the big ones that we have here, but these tiny ones. Which I think was in... Okay, just go ahead and make a few of those for the chickens. Where were they at? Were they? Yeah, on here. Okay, so iron and copper, 2 and 2. Relatively easy to craft. And I should grab a few. Let's just finish what we're doing. 2 and 2. Got it. There we go. We'll just go ahead and make whatever it is we've got going on here. We can get plenty of wood. Alright. Go nice. Alright, let's figure out this battery. How does this work? Alright, so that's going to have to go to there. Alright, that's okay. Because we have an extra solar panel. We are going to need the other one. that should have gave us a battery as well. All right, and we're sitting at, I think we need one more, possibly. And battery. So we're gonna need glass, iron, and copper still. Okay, so 8, 8, 8. It's relatively easy. Go feed the chickens. Collect their bounty of eggs. All right, what do we got here? Okay, so this should be enough to make one more solar panel, I think. So we should have the battery we needed. All right, here we go. So we're gonna need 2 more batteries, I think. Which in turn is gonna be 2 and 2. So the copper and there we go. And we should have some in here. Let's go ahead and just utilize this. Take the silicone here. Okay. And now hopefully this is enough energy to kind of get everything going. All right, so we're currently at 280 and 280, so we're not going to really be getting too much in regards to overture of our energy source. We're going to end up saving this guy. And then we'll just kind of plant a little bit of everything. Alright. Well, it does look like it is recharging a little bit, so that's good. Alright, we're going to start with some wheat up here. And 12. Do our 1 carrot right there. There are sunflower seeds just over here. Let's see, we'll go ahead and do some berries. Followed by our watermelon, and then our cotton. And that's just about everything that we had. Looks like we'll have to throw one piece right there. Alright. So I'm thinking the battery should drain at night and hopefully utilize the energy that's going through. Always need iron ore in the furnace. And I think we should be okay here. Take you out as well. Now we can go explore the rest of those islands. We'll make a pit stop over here. Alright, so our crops are going. It seems as though our chickens are doing well. And we have this island way off in the distance. Now, there's not much I can do. I would say we should go explore it, but that's just a lot of flying for no reason because, well, We really need material at this point, and that material we're just kind of in a bad way. Let's see, does this get us going? Oh, barely over the edge there. All right, so this is going 16. Oh yeah, plenty of copper now. All right, you know what? Even though we don't have what we need, let's just head over. We'll find a deposit. We'll blow through a couple pickaxes, and then we'll call it a day there. Mainly because I just want to see what this cobalt does and what's on the other side of those machines. Dang it. Dang it. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Maybe not so much over the edge, huh? Alright, let's collect up that cobalt. Very nice. What's in here? A cave. Ooh. Did I hear a pig? I think I hear a pig. What is this, iron ore? I think this is iron ore. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna go get that pig. We have that transporter on us still, right? This is the fun thing about new islands. All the exploration. Piggy. Where's he at? There he is. Look, it's a pig. Bori. Hi, buddy. We got a pig. All right, we got a few more materials down here. Let's see. I'm not seeing any cobalt mines yet, which it's not a bad thing per se, but it's definitely something we want to keep an eye out for. All right, we still have enough room for one thing. All right, let's see. The cotton. I don't know. We got plenty of it. I'll just go with the wheat. All right, let's keep looking, see if there is a... Could go through this this axe real quick if we wanted to. But we might as well save it just in case we need it. Finish looking around. We got all of 5 cobalt with us. I mean, there's got to be a mine down here, right? Ooh. You have a top. Let's double check up here again. It's getting late. We could always fly up there if we need to. Or we could just run around. I think a little aerial surveillance might not be a bad idea. And I think it's getting a little too late to do anything. So we have our 5 cobalt. Huh. I wonder if there's like a breaking through this, there might lead to veins somewhere. Yeah, I'm just not seeing too much cobalt. Although I assume it's already processed. Alright. Let's head back. And we made it. Alright, cobalt. We did it! Ox vending machine tickets. Is this just cosmetic? I don't give a shit about that. Unlock. Alright, here we go. Algae. Windmill that produces energy based on the current wind strength. Transport drone. Post box. Light pack. Alright. So what does he want now from us? So he wants all that stuff. Oh wait, 32 glass. 2 raspberry muffins, so those will be easy. 20 cobalt. We still gotta find cobalt. Alright folks, I think we're gonna call it an episode there. It is storming out, as you can see, and it's not quite safe to drive. If you did enjoy what you saw, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help the channel grow. We're gonna have to do all that nonsense when we're talking about that stuff again. Well, we are aiming for, if anyone makes it this far, we do have a Discord. Please feel free to join. If we do hit our 100 subscriber goal, we do intend on doing a little giveaway, a bit of a raffle for a Steam or a gift card, Xbox or PlayStation, in excess of $30. So if that's something you're interested in, just be one of those initial 100 subscribers and be part of the Discord, and just leave a comment somewhere. I'll be sure to see it, and that way I just know you want to participate in it. All right, well, I do appreciate you all, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye for now.